Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you live on the LI Sports Network. Getting ready for Columbia University hockey as they get set to square off against the Sacred Heart University ACDC B squad. Columbia took down the A squad last week in a thrilling matchup that came down to the wire, and they're going to look to take down the other Sacred Heart team tonight. Sacred Heart looking to make the trip down from Connecticut, shake free those bus legs here in warm-ups, and pick up a win on the road as we inch closer to the end of the regular season and the start of our favorite time of year, playoff hockey. My name's Travis Quigley. I'll be here taking you through the call tonight. Gabe Curry on the camera for us this evening. We're your crew here on the LI Sports Network. Want to thank you all so much at home for joining us. Warm-ups have just concluded between the two sides. We're not going to get an ice cut after warm-ups. We're going to get right into the opening face-off, as typical with these late 10 p.m. puck drops. We're at the World Ice Arena here in Flushing Meadows, Queens. Right up the road from Citi Field, the future Etihad Park for New York City FC. I don't know if there's any footy fans watching right now. It's been a cold one here in the Northeast recently. Not sure where you all may be joining us from, but it has been frigid. I know Gabe is really preparing himself because tomorrow he'll be outside at Beaver Stadium for the Penn State outdoor hockey game, and brother, it is going to be cold. Both teams complete their warm-up rituals with that talk at the net. We're going to line up at the blue lines. We'll get the announcement of the starting lineups playing of the national anthem, and then we'll head into puck drop.
Giving me something weird where it's shifting to the right as in heat. Just if I leave it still, which I can adjust to, which is weird.
Anthem's been played. We're ready to go here at the World Ice Arena. Liam Hadcock between the pipes for Columbia. They're wearing their home white uniforms with the dark blue shoulder caps, dark blue Columbia blue stripes with the dark numbers on the back, going left to right, first and third. Sacred Heart in their all red uniforms with the white stripes and white numbers. They're going left to right, first and third. Between the pipes for Sacred Heart is Tyler Armagan. Pioneers get in on the attack early here as they're able to cycle it back around low. Pinching in to put it in deep is Evan Vidola. Lerner collects. He's slowed up and takes a hack from Broderick Prendergast. Chance to the net for Prendergast. Can't get it to go, and it's swept out of the zone by Nick Sloan. Back to collect is Vidola. Puts it back up the boards. Drifting and then firing a pass over. It's Nick Rockfort who dumps it in. Ronan Robinson first back to touch. He's using his size, protects the puck, and now starts to wheel. Buzzing ahead, Ronan Robinson cuts through the middle, avoids a check, and dishes it over to Sloan. Sloan has it hacked away from him. Robinson there to help out. Lerner in as well. Pops up the boards. Pushed back deep by O'Sullivan. It's Lerner. Kick back to him, off the back of the net from Sloan. Lerner trying to go to the point, pass is blocked. Pinching to keep it in, Skatarczyk. Puck headman as it comes out. Benjamin Batcheth stopped up by Ronan Robinson. Ronan will chip it ahead. In solo right now as the Lions will make a line change. Taken away, and it's the Pioneers who have to regroup. Cycled back in low. Skatarczyk there to defend. Off the skate of Dylan Bott, and out come Columbia. 2-on-2 chance. That shot, glove save, rebound, nothing there. Face-off is won by the Pioneers. Up the wall, it'll be kept in by Skatarczyk. Drew Skatarczyk tucks the shoulder. Hooks a pass to the slot, swept away. Stays with the Lions. There's a one-on-one battle won by Sacred Heart and pushed ahead by Pormaleski. Over the blue line, Badsath drops it off. Shot hits the outside of the net off the stick of Donahue. Donahue pinched on the wall. Comes up to the hash marks. It'll be taken there and dished ahead by Lucas Murray. Pioneers get it out. Turnover forced, back in one-on-one chance to the backhand with a try just wide of Hadcock on the opportunity for Capitano. Skatarczyk has it in his skates, tries to move it up the boards, held in at the point. D-to-D pass. Shot from the middle off the head of Liam Hadcock. Driving through, poked away by Solomon, and Columbia clear the puck out of the zone. They're able to get 5 off, 5 on as the Pioneers will reset things. Long stretch pass off a shin pad of Topstone Liang. Ronan Robinson there to break it up. May Lyle with the chip out, clears the zone. Liang on his horse chasing it down. Puck comes right to David Gastelum. He'll punch it in. Ripped hard around the boards. Cal Robinson on the keep in, but fans on the shot. Out comes Sacred Heart. Pass middle, poke check from Cal. Lyle once again clears the zone. Hard dump in from Evan Vidola. Cal Robinson moves it through the middle for Topstone Liang. Over to Gastelum. Getting there first off the bench is Podstupka. Couldn't keep possession. Ronan moves it to Cal. Cal goes for the high flip, which will send it all the way. Rolls on edge, won't be an icing. Vidola leads the breakout. Beats one and now another. Poked away, Ronan Robinson. Still a shot though, and Hadcock will kick it aside. One-on-one battle as it's pushed up the boards. Sloan off the wall, not out. Cal Robinson will block the shot. Cal looking to clear. Ronan takes that one away. He's got Lerner springing. A backhand saucer pass well over his stick, and icing will be called here. Ronan Robinson with the puck, taking a lot of pressure here from Goffredo. He's knocked to the ice. Pops up to the point. Nothing there as Lerner knocked it away. Ronan Robinson tries to avoid another hard check as he moves it to Sloan. And now Lerner will scoop it up and wheel. Chris Lerner trying to weave through the middle, and he's crunched a little sandwich there. It's Dylan Seals and Scott Podstupka as the shots turned aside by Armagan. Cal Robinson with the keep in. It's swept out of the zone. Now leading the rush is Wyatt Shea. He'll dump it in and head off for a change. Hadcock leaves it out for Ronan Robinson. Fans on the pass actually ends up working out for him as it creates some space. He can delay for a minute with 14:35 to go in period number 1. 0-0 the score. Ronan starts to go out the near side. Cuts back around his own net and wheels ahead before passing it to Lerner. Couldn't settle that rolling puck. Sloan off the wall just underneath the stick of Jack O'Sullivan. Chance here for the Pioneers as they create some offense. One-time try blocked off as Dylan Bott got in the lane. And a high looping backhand clears the zone for Sloan. Icing coming against the Lions. And we get a close-up shot there. Cal Robinson. 69 games played, the most in Columbia University club hockey history. So congratulations to you, Calidor Robinson. 69 and counting in a Columbia Lions sweater. Right of Hadcock for the faceoff. Pioneers win it, shot over the net. A laser off the stick of Bajzath. It's still with Sacred Heart. Cycle back in around. Robinson defends tightly. That allows Murray to come in and help it. Comes back to Robinson. He'll cycle it back down. He's trying to alleviate space. Sloan got a touch on that pass as it goes back down low for Permaleski. Curling out low. Wrist shot chance. Save made, Hadcock. D-to-D look, glove save Hadcock on the clean wrist shot. Floated on goal, that's blocked. Back up to the point. That goes off the pad of Hadcock. Pioneers generating some good offensive zone time in the early going of this contest. Bott up the boards. Solomon off the wall, trying to get to Murray. It's kept in and hacked cross corner. Skatarczyk is tied up with Donahue. Comes up the near side wall, kept in and thrown cross corner once more. Dylan Bott gets there and takes possession. Bott with the breakout pass, moved forward. And now a chance for the Lions to break out and try to create some offense. Dangle, move, shot wide. Good chance there from Ilya Sauter. Sacred Heart trying to get some offense back. Bajzath driving in, forced into the corner. Out to the slot, turned away. Pops up top for Seals. He lets it go. Hadcock denies him. It'll be collected and wheeled out by Drew Skatarczyk. Skatarczyk by himself right now. He takes a bump on the wall, but eats it and keeps the puck. A little self-chip, and it's still Skatarczyk going ahead to his forehand. Save. Rebound still in the slot. Cleared out. And now a foot race for the puck. It's Sacred Heart who will get there first. It becomes a 2-on-0 chance. Hadcock says no as it's forced wide. Now it's cleared out long. Skatarczyk coming back, gets it at the red, pokes it ahead for Ronan Robinson, but he overskates the puck. Long stretch once more for McNavich. McNavich will dump it in, and breaking his stick was Alex Kurowski. Ronan Robinson back to collect. Lost possession as it's dumped back in by Goffredo. Sacred Heart driving back in. It's Shea. He shoots wide. On the keep in, Hadcock will stick that chance away. Lerner defending Shea. He curls back with the puck. Goes to the point with it. A D-to-D pass, no shot. Bounces right to Cal Robinson. Couldn't clear. A walking wrister, they score! It's deflected in from the point, and Sacred Heart take a 1-0 lead here on the road. 10:52 to play in the first period. The wrist shot from the point off the stick of Drew Scalise. And it was deflected by Letizia. Right back in comes Sacred Heart as they try to look for another one. Can't get it to go as it hits the back wall. 1-0 lead on the road here. Exactly what the Pioneers were looking for to get things going in the first. It's taken by Lerner. He'll wheel out. Has O'Sullivan to his left. Lerner driving wide. Beats his man. Save made. Rebound still there. Now diving on top of it. Tyler Armagan. Chance in the slot. O'Sullivan's try doesn't go as it was blocked by a stick. Out of the zone, Letizia, the goal scorer, taken away by Dylan Bott, who puts it back into neutral ice. Sloan applied pressure. It's just thrown back north. Bott tried to skate it, but he got his stick lifted. Skatarczyk's going to be able to pick this one up. He splits through two. Drew Skatarczyk almost had it poked away. Now loses it as it rolls on edge, and Bott will have to go back and regroup. He'll hinge it to Satter. Wins the battle there, gets it to Lerner. It's taken from Lerner and driven in by Badsath. Now a poke check. And Satar gets it back from Sloan. Lerner's got a tag up on side. Backhanded in, they get on the forecheck. 1-0 lead for the Pioneers, more than half the first period gone, 9:30 to go. Leading the rush, Joe Capitano. He'll headman it now to Ouellette. Ouellette is blown up by Skatarczyk. Pops back up and shoots it over. Still in Bott. He'll go D-to-D for Skatarczyk. Skatarczyk returns it to him. It's Bott stretching it long. Sloan stays on side. It was deflected, so won't be an icing. Sloan wins the race to the puck. He's pinched up against the wall, taken away by Nick Rockford. Now leading the rush ahead. It's Badsath. Cuts to the middle and shoots. Save. Trying to get his own rebound. Swept away by Ilyas Satar. Cal Robinson gets there first. Moves it out through the middle. Clears the zone, but right back in. Benjamin Badsath. Poke checked away by Murray. Murray up the boards for O'Sullivan, trying to leave it in space for Ronan Robinson. Seals pinches, and the shot goes wide. It'll be held now by Vidola, taken away from him by Murray. Murray leading the rush, slides it to Ronan Robinson. Robinson using the size, going in wide. Robinson looking back door, and Seals will block the pass. Off the wall, takes a hop off the linesman's skate, but works out for the Pioneers as it's now redirected in by McNavich. Gets the stick lifted by Robinson. He'll sauce it ahead for Solomon and returns it right back on the give and go. Ronan Robinson trying to split through two defenders. He does, but forced to the corner, and his pass to the slot gets blocked. Out of the zone, Kurowski is driving in wide. Cuts to the middle, Kurowski loses an edge. It's taken by Solomon, fans on the pass, and is brought out of the zone, back in offside for the Pioneers. One 0 lead for Sacred Heart, 7:35 to go in period one. Travis Quigley here on the call. Gabe Curry operating the camera for us. Thank you all so much for joining us on the LI Sports Network. Face-off is won by Sacred Heart. Puck gets dumped in by Bertelli. Bott is there, spins it around. Sloan engages in battle with Goffredo. It pops free to Skatarczyk, and Skatarczyk will skate it. Slides it over to Dylan Bott. Bott fakes inside, stays out, takes a bump and just pokes it into the corner. A hard wrap all the way around by Scalise. It'll be a foot race for the puck as it won't make it to be an icing, and it's collected by the Pioneers. Skatarczyk hustling back, doesn't allow Shea to make the pass. Lions get it out. Again, no icing as it just skipped past Sloan. A quick regroup here for Capitano. Leads the rush. Sloan got a piece of it to slow him down, and Sloan chips it back ahead for Lerner, but a penalty is called. Interference, and Sacred Heart are going on the man advantage. Dylan Bott into the box. Power play chance for Sacred Heart. And the Lions able to send it all the way down. Drain a couple of seconds here. Skatarczyk tried to step up. It's still reeled into the zone. Capitano brings it all the way around, leaves it at the point. Back to the goal line. Bouncing puck. Chris Hahn. Toe drag doesn't work there, and it's flipped out by Lucas Murray. O'Sullivan, the forechecker, as it's picked up. Carrying it ahead, trying to evade that pressure is Pormalecki. Pormalecki knifed away by Cal Robinson. He'll get it back. Moves it below the net. Backdoor look. One-timer doesn't go. Save made by Hadcock. It's kept in at the line. Jumps right over the stick of Prendergast. Prendergast will get it back. Tries to walk out and shoot. It's blocked and covered by Hadcock. Take a look at that chance here on the power play as Hadcock made the save. Good job by Prendergast diving in to that back post. And in the splits, Liam Hadcock says no. 1-0, it stays here. Chance misses. Rolling the circle and firing, Cal Robinson with the block shot. 32 seconds left on the power play for Sacred Heart. Stays with Sacred Heart. around the net, into the slot, blocked by Robinson. The pass attempt from Bajzath, and it's cleared all the way down. Armagan will come out and leave it there for Scalise. Scalise leads the rush. Drives around 2 forecheckers, but can't get around Robinson. He'll sauce it across to Sloan, but Sloan lost track of it after it came off his stick. Back into the zone, Zach Donahue. Dylan Bott is out of the box. 5-on-5 hockey as Columbia successfully kill off the penalty. 4:35 remaining in the first period. Chance here, broken up by Jack O'Sullivan. He'll headman it to Lerner. It'll be 3-on-3 on the zone entry. Lerner has O'Sullivan driving the net. Lerner out front. O'Sullivan couldn't get the stick on it. Turning north, Timothy Ouellette dumps it in. Ends up behind the net of Hadcock. Pioneers, we get a few fresh skaters on as Sloan moves it ahead north. Didn't find a home, but Lerner intercepts the pass, and Lerner's driving in. He gets a chance. Denied. Armagon with the save there on Chris Lerner. Back into the zone. Bajzath to the high slot, broken up by Chris Lerner. 3:50 remaining. Chipping it in is Vadola. Skatarczyk trying to fend off that pressure. Wheeling around. He's able to chip it out, get some help from O'Sullivan. He'll circle back as there was just a sea of bodies right in his lane. And now we'll slide it ahead to Lerner. Lerner's over the blue. Opens up, drives wide, is forced low. Evan Vadola pins him up. Sloan. Poke checked away, but Bott on the keep-in. Back down the wall, and it's taken by Vadola. Gets to the blue line, shoots it right on net, and punched away by Hadcock. Sloan gets there first. Looking to go long, just out of reach of Seals, so won't be an icing as it came underneath the triangle there. Seals drops it off. Long stretch pass taken away by Solomon just outside. Has to wait on the tag and now re-enters. Solomon's shot blocked off. Wrapped up the boards. Slowed down by Murray. He'll put it back deep. Sauter hits Murray. Shot's blocked. Goes right back to him into the slot. Redirected Solomon and goes through the blue paint, but wide. Bott will glove it down. Still battling, but Seals works it ahead. And it's 3-on-1. Seals with it. With the shot, save. Hadcock takes the whistle. 2:18 remaining in the first period. 1-0 lead on the goal from Joey Letizia, assisted by Drew Scalise from the point. Goal came at even strength, just over 9 minutes into the matchup, 9:08 to be exact. As Ilya Sauter blocks the shot there, and Solomon trying to take it away. Sauter will keep it in. Sauter slides to the middle. He's knocked to the ice. Big hit is thrown by Josh Bertelli. Reversed back to Chris Hahn. Hahn works to the middle. Comes back over to Seals and skips past him. Dumped in by Solomon. Long outlet pass. Doesn't find tape, and Cal Robinson will move it to Ronan. Ronan goes through the middle, just missed the stick of Sauter. Pushed ahead, and Prendergrass will enter the zone. Prendergrass curls, spins it back. Another backhand pass, no look. Went right to Cal Robinson, who clears the zone. Taken away in neutral ice before it's just dumped in, and getting on the forecheck first man is Bajzath. It's reversed for Cal Robinson, who will return it to reverse to Ronan, who will return it to Cal. But the Pioneers all over the forecheck. Not giving the Lions any space. Sloan right off the bench goes through his legs, didn't have the stick ready, as he literally had just planted his feet on the ice. Inside the final minute of period 1 now. Puck moved forward. And racing through the neutral zone is Reeder. Knocked down from his knees, makes the pass. Now it ends up on the goal line with Bajzath. Backhand try, they score! The Pioneers will make it 2-0. Under 30 seconds remaining in the opening period. As out of the corner, the backhand try goes through the legs of Ronan Robinson and in. And it's a tally for Zach Donahue late in the first. Skatarczyk will lead the rush as Columbia want one on the board. Shot saved, punched away, pops right to Sloan. Sloan cutting through the middle, trying to find a shot lane. He's going to be forced to just cycle it in low. It'll be broken up and chipped out. Stays in the rink, 5 seconds left. Comes ahead, one last shot opportunity here for the Pioneers. And a save for Liam Hadcock as we head to intermission. 2-0 lead for Sacred Heart after one. Got the opener right around the halfway point, and they get a second just before the expiration and head to the room up 2 with a bunch of confidence and momentum here at the World Ice Arena. Don't have many highlights to show you from the first, but we'll take you through the few that we have. 2 Pioneers goals and a big save from Liam Hadcock that kept it 1-0 at that time. As you see here, that shot from the point right at the stick of Scalise. He was looking for a stick, looking for a deflection, and he got it. 1-0 lead, just over 9 minutes in. A big-time goal right there for the Pioneers that helped them really take momentum after a few strong offensive zone shifts. You see on the power play look here, a beautiful dive in from Prendergast, but an even more gorgeous save from Liam Hadcock, getting post to post there to keep that one out. And we see the goal late in the third here as Sacred Heart got to work on the cycle, got it into the slot, and the battle was won by Donahue in front as he receives it on his forehand, quickly turns to his backhand, and was able to beat Hadcock low. 2-0 lead after 20 minutes of hockey here at the World Ice Arena. We're going to take a quick pause as Zamboni already out on the ice, giving it the cut. So we'll be back. Set your timer about 12-15 minutes. Second period of action between the Sacred Heart University ACDC B Squad and the Columbia University Lions right here on the LI Sports Network. Travis Quigley here on the mic and Gabe Takuri on the camera for us here this evening. Thank you for joining us. Don't go anywhere. Second period coming up soon. We're back for period 2 here on the LI Sports Network. Sacred Heart ACDC B leading the Columbia University Lions by a score of 2-0. Travis Quigley here on the call. Gabe Takuri on the camera for us as the team flips sides and the Lions win the face-off. It's flipped ahead by Ronan Robinson. Slowed up by Vidola, and he'll swing it ahead for Hahn. Bounces right off his stick, and Lerner will dump it in. Ends up behind the net of Armagan. High flip off the wall, jumps over Robinson's twig, all the way down. Hadcock out to play it. It gets stuck on the ice. Still a little bit wet down there, as now the Pioneers look to take advantage. Another one gets stuck, and now it's off the wall. Ronan Robinson to Lerner. He's got Sloan driving 2-on-1. Lerner takes the shot, just misses. Kept in by Robinson. Sloan for Lerner. He'll post up. Lerner for O'Sullivan. One-timer save made. Lions have a good jump here to start period 2. Sloan playing the body as the battle commences on the hash marks. Dished across and skated out by Hahn. Again, though, gets stuck up on the ice. That's still soaking out there. Might as well be the pool next door. Hadcock will leave it out for Ronan Robinson behind the net. He'll go long. Sloan one-hands it in. Back to get it. Scalise. Fans on it. Sloan on the takeaway. High slot. Dylan Bott. Blocked shot. Out of the zone comes Sacred Heart. It's Timothy Ouellette. Snaps it on goal. Blocked by Skatarczyk, who got the stick in the lane. Dylan Bott back to collect. Cuts around his own net, but loses it again on the swimming pool. Neither side can keep possession right now. Just a mess. Up to the point. Scalise shot blocked. Pops around in the slot. Toe drag. Now a try. Hadcock save. Sloan knocks it out of the air. Seals on the keep-in. In the skates of Bott. He'll send it to Lerner. 3-on-2 chance. Lerner over the blue line. Offside as Sloan unable to drag the leg. Take a look at the save here from Tyler Armagan. Good look from Lerner. O'Sullivan alone in front just momentarily. And a quick shot. Armagan read it the whole way, pushing out from the post. Sacred Heart win the draw. Off the glass, right to Ouellette. 2-on-1. Ouellette walks and shoots right into the breadbasket of Liam Hadcock. Flushing Meadows, New York World Ice Arena. Home of the Columbia University Lions. Sacred Heart up 2-0 right now. As the ACDC B squad looks to get revenge for the A squad that fell last week to this Lions team 6-5 here in this very building. Skatarczyk spins through the middle. And Tsar pokes it out. Dished right back north for Kurowski, but Dylan Bott breaks it up. Back out Sacred Heart. Comes across the sheet, floated in, kicked away by Hadcock. Saucer pass goes to Solomon. He'll have some room to skate here. Solomon drives in wide, moves it through the middle, looking for Ilyas Satar, but didn't get to his tape. Skatarczyk angles, trying to hack it back in. He'll slow it down in front of the Pioneers bench. Now has room to go. Skatarczyk knifed away from him by Shane Pormalecki. It's dropped off Dylan Bott. He'll move it to Solomon. Solomon through the middle for Murray. Now Skatarczyk. Skatarczyk knocked to the ice. Pops back up, keeps possession. Moves down front. Chance there, doesn't go. Ilyas Satar so close to getting the Lions on the scoreboard here. 16:10 remaining in the first period. 2-0 lead for Sacred Heart. Calidor Robinson off the glass, doesn't get out as it's held in the zone by Bertelli. Out front, and Robinson just turns and fires it. This one will be called an icing. Another big stop from Armageddon. There's the pass from out front. Satar, pardon me. Quick to hook it to the net, but couldn't get it past the outstretched pad. Stays 2-0 here as Murray wins the face-off to Calidor Robinson. He'll high flip it out and Seals will glove it down. Curling, thought about the pass, but continues to skate with it. Taken away by Murray, but right there backing it up, Wyatt Shea. He'll cut through the middle and shoot. Robinson blocks. Seals let it go and was off target. May Lyle puts a check on Wyatt Shea. Robinson drops it back, wrapped around to the weak side. It'll be kept in the zone by Bertelli. It's back with Skatarczyk. He'll fake a pass, splits through 2 forecheckers. Trying to beat a third man now, puts it off the boards for himself. Now dumps it over to May Lyle. She'll put it in as Skatarczyk takes the check from Seals. Wrapped hard around the boards, it will come out and Skatarczyk will regroup. Couple of head fakes. It's hacked off his stick. He'll spin one, and it's intercepted by Shea. One-on-one chance for Shea. Shea's forced to the outside by Robinson. He'll cut back, waiting for some help. Goes to the point. May Lyle took it away. Unable to clear the zone. Pass hits a shin pad, and it's going to go right for Topstone. Liang poked away, though. Lerner jumps up into it, and Lerner has a one-on-one chance. Lerner dangles through onto his backhand. Gets the shot, no, goes wide, but a delayed penalty here. Nice set of hands here from Chris Lerner as he draws the penalty. As he's taken down right in front as he tries to get the shot off. First power play chance of the game here for the Lions. Scalise goes to the box, 2 for hooking. Columbia will send out O'Sullivan, Sloan, Lerner, Skatarczyk, and Ronan Robinson. The Lions will win the draw back to the point. It's Skatarczyk. He's going to go low with it, gloved down by Lerner. Lerner starts to walk, leaves it for Sloan at the hash marks. Another drop for Lerner. He'll roll to the point. Lerner across for Robinson. He's going to fire it over to Skatarczyk. Goes through the seam for Sloan, broken up by Shea. Nice job by the Sacred Heart forward to backtrack there and get the stick in the lane. And now it's Shea who will clear it out on the backhand. Robinson racing back. Scott Podstupka is on him. So Ronan has to fire it around for Skatarczyk. Shea forces the turnover. Skatarczyk pinches him up against the wall. Puck tied up on the yellow, one-on-one battle. Lions will jump in to take it out. It's O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan moves it to Robinson. Robinson creates a lane for himself. Ronan Robinson driving in, drops it off to the front, and the pass is blocked by Nick Rockford. Rockford looks to clear. Kept in by Ronan. Poked away from him, Ronan fends off Seals, puts it to the corner for Lerner. Lerner out front, off the skate of O'Sullivan, still loose. Robinson scoops it up. He'll go to the point for Dylan Bott. Bott over to Lerner, pass broken up. Lerner returns it to Dylan Bott. For Lerner, taken away, Bott on the keep-in. Robinson, one-timer save, rebound, another one, covered up. This second period, it's been filtered, flooded with saves from Tyler Armageddon as he's been all over the Lions in this frame, making a key stop there on the penalty kill. In the circle, it comes free for Sloan. He'll settle it down, put it down the wall. He's knocked off the puck, and Sacred Heart can clear, sending it 200 feet. Capitano. Robinson behind the net. A lot of pressure on right now as Bajzath's the first forechecker, and it'll be taken away from him by Timothy Ouellette. Sloan gonna try to lead the rush now. Slides it ahead to O'Sullivan. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as the Pioneers kill off the penalty and O'Sullivan shoots wide. Robinson holds the zone. Chipped ahead. One-on-one rush for Donahue. Now it turns into a 3-on-2. He'll sauce it across out of reach for Bajzath. He'll hook it back middle, sticked away by Hadcock from the point. Save, rebound, second stop covered by Liam Hadcock. .11:47 left in period 2. Columbia came into tonight 8-7. They're down 2-0, trying to stay above 500. Still looking to get their first tally of the night. No Brandon Avazov in the lineup tonight. As pass to Sullivan goes off his skate. That comes off his stick and into the corner. Skatarczyk came together with Hahn, the 223s. Now a stretch pass, and Sauter got a piece of it, poking it in. Foot race between Sauter and Evan Vidola, and Vidola won it. Couldn't clear, though, as Cal Robinson kept it in, but now it comes off a knee and out. Broderick Prendergast, shots blocked. Cal Robinson scoops it up, puts it off the glass. Unable to chip it out, Solomon. Robinson joins the fray, drops it back for Murray. Robinson off the wall, it will clear the zone. Putting it back in, Vidola. Skatarczyk starts to wheel. Drew Skatarczyk cuts through the middle. Driving, puts it across the seam, nobody there. Sauter off the wall and went wide. Skatarczyk floats it back deep. It's gonna come all the way around for Hahn, trying to clear. Knocked down by Ilya Sauter, but no one in front of the net. Long stretch pass, goes right on net, so won't be an icing. Scooped up first by Prendergast. His pass went right through the legs of Letizia, and Sacred Heart will reset. Hard wrap around. Solomon breaks it up and floats it back in. Half the game gone, half of it to go. Sacred Heart up 2-0 as a long pass comes off the glove of Shea. It's Robinson trying to cut with it. He'll leave it there for Bott. Back around his own net, long pass through the middle, missed the stick of Lerner. Back north, and a chance here with numbers. Here comes Sacred Heart. Save, Hadcock. No rebound given up. Dylan Bott, he'll put it around for Lerner. Lerner takes a check. He's still able to push it middle for O'Sullivan, who hit Sloan on the tape. Knocked away by Dillian Seals. And Seals gets dumped to the ice by Ronan Robinson. Out comes Ronan Robinson. Ronan drives, he shoots, he scores! Ronan Robinson gets the Lions on the board. It's 2-1. Starts in the D zone. Robinson lays a big check on Dillian Seals. Comes back in over the blue with possession and fires a shot through a stick check that beats Armigan low on the glove side, and it's 2-1. 9:10 left here in period 2. And it's Columbia who control it. O'Sullivan to the outside. Lerner walks and shoots, just missed. Comes out to Ronan. It'll be poke checked away by Ouellette, and Robinson gonna take a penalty here. Ouellette poked it past him, won the foot race, and Ronan Robinson Barely 15 seconds after scoring a goal, now goes to the box. Sacred Heart will get a power play look here. Columbia have been successful on the penalty kill tonight. They started off here by sending it 200 feet. They were able to kill off both penalties they took in the first period. Can they kill another one off here? He's driving to the net with a chance. No shot as the puck was rolling on Chris Hahn. Let's drop back for Hahn. He'll slow it down. Now we'll let it fly, put it off target. Foot race for it. It'll come out of the zone as Vidola couldn't get there to keep it. He'll slide it over to Hahn, jumps his stick, and he's going to be forced to dump it in. This will allow Cal Robinson to get there first. Couldn't get it out, though. It pops up. Satar got a touch on it. It's held in at the line. Deep with Hahn. Hahn walks. Now a quick pass, shot, save, Hadcock. Rebound, block shot, Robinson. Kept in by Sacred Heart. Out to the high slot, it's Hahn. He'll leave it for Vidola, back to Hahn. Poke checked away, Skatarczyk. And now numbers for Columbia. Has Murray driving. Skatarczyk in wide offside. Murray unable to drag the leg there. And offside is called on Columbia as they were looking for that shorthanded chance. Draws one by Sacred Heart as there's under 40 seconds left on the penalty to Ronan Robinson. Dancing through Bot is Bajzath. He'll go to the point with the pass. Goffredo, block shot in front. Dylan Bot got a piece of it. That pass broken up by Sloan. He'll look to fire it out. Hard off the boards, he does. Sacred Heart reset with Ronan Robinson back in just 7 seconds. It'll be backhanded in by Ouellette. Foot race with Sloan. Robinson out of the box. Columbia, another successful penalty kill. Back to 5-on-5. Chance here. It's still loose in the paint. Now it's forced to the corner. Bot, tight defense being played here as it's dug free by Ouellette. He'll spin, looking back door. Skatarczyk took it away. Bot moves it for Satar, who clears the zone. Puck won't have the juice to be an icing. It's a quick up pass for Goffredo. Dished ahead, Bot steps up, breaks it up. He got the worst end of that, but it's a Columbia who have possession. So Dylan Bot, I'm sure, will take that 10 out of 10 times. He'll be dumped in, Skatarczyk's there first. He'll cut the net. Put it up the boards for Solomon. Slides it to Lerner. Trying to kick it in, overskates it. O'Sullivan's on the forecheck. Forces it. Solomon out front. Pass behind Lerner. Great job by O'Sullivan getting in there. Skatarczyk throws a big check, which knocks Shea off the puck. Shea. Looking high slot. Nothing there. O'Sullivan broke it up. Podstupka, his pass off his stick right to Hadcock, who holds it against the body and takes the whistle. 5:35 left in period 2. It's a 2-1 hockey game. Sacred Heart in the lead over Columbia. Letizia and Donahue, the goal scorers for the Pioneers. Ronan Robinson for the Lions. And Columbia didn't realize that they were short a couple of skaters there. New center in. Cal Robinson jumps to take it. One back by Sacred Heart. Shots blocked by Solomon. Right off the stick of Josh Bertelli. Bertelli will shovel it in low. Cal Robinson on a stick lift takes it away. Puts it up the wall for Solomon. Solomon out to neutral ice. A D-to-D look. It's Dillian Seals. Seals with a wrist shot off the stick of Cal Robinson. Stretch pass for Satar. He did get a piece of it, so no icing. Armigan will put it into the corner for Seals. Seals goes with the high flip, goes right to Robinson. Quick up ahead. Solomon in, 3-on-2, and Solomon's knocked to the ice by Dillian Seals. Calidor Robinson back to collect that rolling puck, and his stick breaks on him. Works out for Columbia as it went right to Solomon, but he couldn't get it out. Now he does, moving it to Robinson. Ronan gets it to Satar. Satar opens up. A slap shot is blocked. Ronan Robinson scoops it back up. He's forced in behind the net, and the net will be forced off its moorings after Murray bumped into the post. This will force the faceoff to come outside. We're going to be left of Armigan. Oh, okay, I was right the first time I said it. The faceoff is coming outside. I was even confused when I said we were going to the left of the Sacred Heart netminder there, because I saw the initial point that we were going outside. So we are outside and neutralized just below us here, as it's one May Lyle with the stick lift, which helps the puck get to Skatarczyk. His shot's blocked. Takes it around in front for Topstone Liang. Couldn't get it to the cage. Hooked around to McNavich. Lyle helps force a turnover. It's Dylan Bott, D-to-D for Skatarczyk. Has Gastelum through the middles, and Skatarczyk inadvertently puts this one right over the glass out of play. D-zone faceoff coming for the Lions. Just under 4 minutes to go in period number 2 here at the World Ice Arena. Travis Quigley here on the mic, Gabe Curry on the camera. Face-off won by the Pioneers. Quick shot save, Hadcock. And Columbia getting called for a penalty here. May Lyle going to the box, 2 for tripping. Power play for Sacred Heart. It's a battle in the corner right now as we're late in period 2. It's a 2-1 hockey game. Lions look to clear. A stretch pass ahead for Lerner. He's unable to possess it clean. Back north comes Sacred Heart. Prendergast slowed up by Sloan. He got the angle right there as Skatarczyk holds it and now sends it down. Vidola off the boards right in front of his own bench as it'll be dumped in now by Chris Hahn. Foot race to it. Skatarczyk gets there. It's trapped in between his feet as he's trying to eat some time here off this penalty. 1:15 left on the call on Lyle. Lerner's pass to Sloan just behind him. He's able to catch up to it though and dump it in. Armagan leaves it out for Broderick Prendergast. 1 minute remaining on Lyle's penalty. 2:50 to go in period 2. Dropped off for Prendergast. Sauces it ahead. A wrist shot over the head of Hadcock. that Skatarczyk got a piece of. Letizia opens up, looking back door. It's blocked. Pops up to the point for Vadola. Pad save. Rebound, punched away. Bot takes it, trying to clear. Vadola on the keep-in. His shot's deflected, goes to the corner. Skatarczyk will get there first, and hard off the wall to clear the zone. Stopped up by Prendergast at the red line. Curling back north, taken away by Sloan. And Sloan off to the races. Nick Sloan with a shot, save made. Lerner gets the rebound, another save made by Armagon. Short-handed, chance here, Sloan can't get it to the net. Long stretch pass right onto the tape of Donahue. He'll try to cut around Bot and enter. Columbia, another successful penalty kill as Lyle returns, and it's 5-on-5. Puck in behind the net, 1:45 to go. Bot settles. His pass is batted out of the air, and Sloan chops it out to the red line. Curling back into the zone, Bajzath offside is called. We got to take another look at this one here. Couple big saves for Tyler Armagon. Sloan winning that foot race, takes a shot from the outside. There's one. Lerner beats him to it, and another right there on top of it, as he closed the 5-hole down quickly on Chris Lerner. Premature on the drop there. Columbia was still trying to get somebody off the ice. Now it'll be won by Ouellette. Dumped straight on goal, and Hadcock loves it, takes the whistle. Two 2-1 scoreline here. Sacred Heart over Columbia at the World Ice Arena. Right down the road from Citi Field and the in-construction Etihad Park. A D-to-D look. One-timer deflects. Came right off the skate of Donahue and into the corner. Cal Robinson digs it out off the yellow. He'll lead the breakout. Now dishes ahead for Murray. Came off his stick. Off the skate of Solomon and into the Sacred Heart zone. Quick stretch and it's back out. O'Sullivan puts it in. Comes back to O'Sullivan. He'll swing it to Murray. Final minute of the second. O'Sullivan gonna get to the puck first. Looking middle with the pass. Fanned on it, but stays with it. Continuing to battle. Finds Solomon now. Solomon takes a bump. O'Sullivan scoops the puck. He'll move it out to the slot. Pass gets blocked. Ronan Robinson in to help out now. 35 seconds remaining in the second period. It comes through the middle. It'll be poked ahead. Robinson breaks it up. That's Cal, who took it away from Ouellette. Drop pass on the outside. Donahue. Save Hadcock. That's a huge stop right there late in this period. Easily could have been made a 3-1 game. Nice look off the zone entry from Bajzath. And again, Zach Donahue with a clean lane to the cage. But Hadcock read him, made himself big, and made the stop his team needed. Pioneers won it, but it's jumped and taken by Columbia. Lerner has it with 20 to go. Lerner driving in wide with a shot save made. Rebound stays behind the net. It's sent up the boards, now through the middle. Sloan tried to jump it, and now a foot race. It'll be a breakaway chance. Driving in, Kurowski. Broken up by Dylan Bott on the back check. Rebound denied. What a save by Hadcock. 0.6 of a second left. Dylan Bott, what a crucial stick lift. It pops in the air and the rebound chance. Shane Pormalecki couldn't put it over the outstretched Liam Hadcock. Sloan just trying to win this to the boards. It'll be reset to 1 second on the clock. Sloan and Ouellette for the draw. Sloan wins it, cleared out by Satar. And we go to break. 2-1 the score line. And that period was dominated by the goalies on both sides. Liam Hadcock of Columbia and Tyler Armagon from Sacred Heart. Those two put on a show through that 20 as they were sensational, making some really big saves for their respective teams. We'll take a look at the second period recap before we head to break. A lot more highlights through that one than we got in the first. Let's take a look early on. There was a chance here for Columbia. O'Sullivan was denied, could not get it past Armagon, who was down, ready to go. Another chance here for Sacred Heart. This time it was Ilya Satar on the pass from Skatarsik. As it took a couple of hops, Satar got a piece of it, but again, just could not get it past the outstretched pad. Driving in Lerner. He created a nice chance here with this move and ended up drawing a penalty on the play, but was unable to capitalize were the Lions. We saw a big one-time blast on that power play from Ronan Robinson. O'Sullivan with another look, and Armagon again doesn't let anything past him through the first half of this hockey game. But then it was Ronan Robinson. Laid a big hit on Dillian Seals, scooped up the puck and drove in 2-on-2, called his own number, and the laser of Arister finally beats Armagon low on the glove side to make it a 2-1 hockey game. Had to wait about 6-7 minutes of game time before we got our next highlight. It was Sloan shorthanded in with the chance. Lerner on the rebound. Not much trouble here for Armagon on that attempt. We see a late opportunity here for the Pioneers, as driving in with a clean look, just a bit too outside, I'd say, with Zach Donahue, which allowed Hadcock to make the stop. As mentioned earlier, made himself big on the play. And then late here, just incredible speed from Alex Kurowski to generate the breakaway there, but Dylan Bott never gave up. He got the stick lift, which negated an initial shot. It pops up in the air, and driving in late was Pormalecki, and he was just unable to lift it over Hadcock. I want to take one more look at that, as it was a sensational all-around play for both sides. The speed to create the chance, the effort from Dylan Bott, the effort trailing in late as the third player there, Pormalecki, to try to score before the buzzer, and Hadcock just not giving up on the play. All around, tip your cap to both sides, as that was a phenomenal second period between Columbia and Sacred Heart. We got 20 minutes of hockey left here at the World Ice Arena. It's a 2-1 scoreline in favor of Sacred Heart. The goal scorers, Joey Letizia and Zach Donahue. Ronan Robinson for the Lions. We'll take a quick pause. Zamboni, a couple laps in already, so set about a 12-minute timer. Grab yourself a late-night snack, cup of water, and head on back to the computer, laptop, television, wherever you're watching from tonight. Thank you so much for being part of our live stream here at the World Ice Arena, live on the LI Sports Network. More ACHA, ACDC hockey coming your way right after this. We're coming back live. Third period of hockey between the Sacred Heart University ACDC B team and the Columbia University Lions. Travis Quigley here on the call. Gabe Curry on the cam. 20 minutes to go, and it's 2-1 for Sacred Heart. We're at center ice, and we're underway here at the World Ice Arena. Robinson swings it ahead for Lerner, trying to get outside. Poked off the stick by Rockford. Dylan Bott wins the battle at the red as it's scooped up and now dumped into the zone by Chris Hahn. Hahn will win the foot race there. Robinson plugged the boards. Lerner's going to settle this bouncing puck and wheel. High flip for Lerner. He'll get in on the attack now. Puts it out front. Pass is blocked. Overskating, settling it down is Prendergast up the wall. And a funny hop off the stanchion. Goes right back to Chris Lerner. Lerner to the middle off a skate. Murray trying to sweep in and collect. He's pinched on the wall. It goes through the legs of Lerner, and he'll swing it to Ronan Robinson, who leads the rush in. Robinson drives with a shot that's blocked by Vidola. Puts it around for Sitar. Sitar trying to keep it deep. Dylan Bott gets it to Sitar. And it's going to be forced out now by Bajzath. 2-on-1 chance. Bajzath forced to the corner, hooks it in front. They score! A minute and 17 seconds into period 3, and Sacred Heart will take the 2-goal lead right back. Great play by Bajzath, not giving up after the poke check. And a slick no-look pass to the front as it's one-timed home right through the 5-hole of Liam Hadcock. As we get one more look at it here. Two, 3-1 scoreline, 2-goal lead for Sacred Heart as it's another one on the board for Joey Letizia. He's got 2 tonight. As Bajzath picks up the apple, and Sacred Heart are back in the O zone before it's forced out by Columbia. O'Sullivan's over the blue. He'll shoot it sticked away by Armagan. Thrown out of play into the netting over the glass. Faceoff will stay inside for the Lions. Big early goal right there as the shot right off the faceoff from O'Sullivan goes into the corner. A long pass and Skatarczyk read it, cuts back into the zone, and he's knocked to the ice. Big hit is thrown by Bajzath. Solomon back to collect it. Turns it north, just missed Skatarczyk's twig. Scalise backhands it around. Off to the weak side, dropped off for Seals, taken by Sloan. Sloan trying to drive through, gets it to O'Sullivan, put it wide. Seals gets it out, and it's a 2-on-1 look for Sacred Heart. Chance here, save Hadcock. Chance for the Lions, chance for the Pioneers. Neither able to find the net on that shift. It stays 3-1 for Sacred Heart. Trying to get revenge for the ACDC A squad that fell to this Lions team last week. That shot's deflected and put into the corner. Pushed around, Ronan Robinson there, plays the body and takes the puck. Here comes Ronan, driving in with a shot. He scores! Make it 2 for Ronan Robinson. It's a 3-2 game. 12 goals on the season now for number 9 in white. Almost identical to the first one he scored. This time he goes low blocker and just a bullet of a wrist shot from the tall, lanky, shot defenseman. And it's 3-2, a quick response for the Lions. Desperately needed that one there. One more look at the Robinson goal. As Ronan sauces it ahead to Chris Lerner, he drives back in. Lerner puts it towards the cage and it sticks to the corner. Murray, pinned on the wall, pokes it up to the point for Dylan Bott. Puts it back to the boards. Murray cycles it around. Miscommunication between Lerner and Sitar, and that's going to allow Sacred Heart the chance to clear. Kept by Robinson and forced backwards is Pormalecki. He's in behind his own net, up the boards. Bott keeps it, hits Lerner. Lerner to the slot, Sitar, backhander, pushed away by Armagon. Ronan Robinson pinches, forces a turnover, but it's swept off his stick by Alex Goffredo. Stretch pass on the tape of Podstupka. Podstupka shoots over the head of Hadcock and comes all the way back to his own blue line to Rockford, who goes D to D. Bertelli up the boards. Shea lost it in the skates, gets around Cal Robinson, and he'll dump it in. Big kick off the wall. Shot goes wide. Podstupka was trying to go short side there. Lerner up the wall to Murray. It's broken up. Sitar one-hands it, and Murray goes cross ice. It's Lerner now. Has two on him. Floats it through the middle to Murray. Chance with numbers here for the Lions as Murray drives in. Puts it over the net. Ramped up a stick on the way. It's reversed. Nick Chang starts to pinch. Sloan bats it out of the air. Lerner keeps it in the zone. Second try, it's pushed out by Sacred Heart. Cal Robinson moves it long. Solomon for Sloan. Sloan goes across under the stick of O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan puts it cross corner. Sloan wins the body positioning. Out front for O'Sullivan, hits the side of the net. Back with O'Sullivan. Wraparound try, save made. Sacred Heart get the puck out, goes to Prendergast. Slides it middle for Bertelli. Bertelli's shot blocked, it goes out of play. Nick Chang getting lots of taps on the helmet as he gets back to the bench. Working hard on that shift, causing a ruckus. One back to Dillian Seals. He walks and shoots. Save made. Delayed penalty coming on Columbia. Ronan Robinson going to the box. 2 for high sticking. Power play begins here for Sacred Heart. Columbia 100% on the penalty kill tonight. They could use another here. Long pass. And O'Sullivan plays a big hit on Ouellette. Taking the puck for Sacred Heart is Donahue. He's got a goal in this one. Out to the slot. Bott takes it and sent all the way down by Drew Skatarczyk. Columbia 4 for 4 on the penalty kill. Sacred Heart 0 for 4 on the power play tonight. Sloan gets a touch in the neutral zone. Jumps over Bott's stick, though. He does enough to slow it down and just puts it to weak ice. 50 seconds gone on the penalty to Ronan Robinson. Ouellette, inside-out move, beats Bott. He shoots, went wide. Kicks right to Jack O'Sullivan, who clears the zone. Unable to poke it past Scalise. He'll circle back and now sends it 200 feet. He'll head off for a line change. Bott jumps off as well. Cal Robinson and Chris Lerner have their skates touch the ice for the Lions. Turnover force. Backdoor look for Lerner. Poked just wide. Nice play from Skatarczyk to force that. Lerner stays on the attack. Now Sloan will cycle in. Sloan takes it away. Sloan for Lerner. Out front. They score! It's It's a shorthanded goal for Nick Sloan, and we're tied at 3. 13:05 left in the third period. Nick Sloan forces the turnover right there, creates a 2-on-1 low. His pass off the stick of a diving Drew Scalise, and it jumps behind Armigan off the post and in. Nick Sloan, with his 5th goal of the season, shorthanded, ties the game. Massive goal right there for the Columbia Lions and Nick Sloan. It's Vadola who leads the rush now, and Lerner intercepts that pass. Skatarczyk now at the red line. He'll drive ahead. His dump in is blocked down by Vadola. Lerner hacks at it. Cal Robinson racing across. He got a piece and just enough. Lerner swings it to Skatarczyk, a little head fake. He cuts back to create some space, and Columbia remain perfect. Another successful penalty kill. It's sent long, and Lerner uses the stick as a ramp to put it into the zone. Vadola goes long, and now a chance here. Dangle move, stopped by Skatarczyk. Nothing there for Alex Kurowski, and Kurowski has Skatarczyk wrapped up, and a penalty going to be called here. Columbia going to go on the power play now. Kurowski has Skatarczyk in a headlock there. And the Lions go on the man advantage. Three the scoreline. Columbia, just their 2nd power play chance tonight. They win the faceoff. D-to-D pass for Robinson, goes back over to Bott. Hits Lerner. Lerner for O'Sullivan. Couldn't get the pass off. Bott will keep it in. For Lerner, he's got some space. Wants to roll up top. The pass to Bott, trying to force it there. It comes out to neutral ice. And Columbia have to regroup. Lerner will curl back, and now starts to skate. A lot of speed here for Chris Lerner. He'll drive in, takes it behind, out front for O'Sullivan, pops to Sloan, save made. Clearing attempt kept by Lerner. Across for Robinson, touched over for Bott. He shoots, save, puck still loose. In the high slot, it's Shea, and he'll skate it out. It's Bott, he'll backhand it to Lerner. Lerner cuts through the middle, drives in, poke checked off his stick by Scalise. Moves it to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan's shot off on the side of the net. It's still loose. O'Sullivan back with it. His pass hits a skate. Robinson shot. Save made. Popping around in the air, and now it's caught by Armigan. We get a whistle. Some pushing and shoving. Couple players are wrapped up. Armigan did a nice job keeping track of the puck there as it pinballed around in the slot. There's 48 seconds left on the penalty to Kurowski. 11:03 to go in regulation. 3-3 hockey game. Columbia trying to get their first lead of the night. Lerner and Ouellette for the draw. And Lerner wins it to the boards for Sloan. Back for Bott. A quick head fake. Takes it back down the wall. Sloan kicks it into the corner. It's Lerner. Lerner out front. O'Sullivan can't get the shot off. Rockford can't clear. Bott holds it in. Now it's chopped out with help from Ouellette. Dished over to Sloan. He'll put it cross corner. Came off the body of Rockford. And now it's Lerner who has it. Trying to drop it back for Robinson. And almost taken away there. Robinson gets the stick lifted. It is taken away. Chance to the net. Robinson working back and will win possession once more. He'll dish it for Lerner. Lerner returns it to him. Ronan Robinson driving wide, poked away. Lerner following it up, keeps it in the zone momentarily. Robinson playing the body, but Bajzath puts it out for Ouellette. Ouellette collects 2-on-1. Ouellette shot blocked by Dylan Bott. 5-on-5 hockey here at World Ice. Both sides have been great on the penalty kill tonight. Sloan, long pass, hits Lerner on a breakaway. Seals on the back check, catches him. Lerner spins, goes wide. Tried to put it on the backhand, had it on the forehand. Got to think to shoot that forehand there if you're Chris Lerner. Robinson comes across, enters the zone with the puck. Calidor Robinson leaves it for Sloan to the backhand. He scores! Nick Sloan, second of the night. Columbia with their first lead of the game. 9:33 to go in the third period, and Nick Sloan with the forehand backhand bury. Cal Robinson picks up the apple, and Sloan makes it a 4-3 hockey game. Take another look at this one. We do have a man down. Great pass from Cal Robinson and a slick move there from Nick Sloan to make this 4-3. Again, player being attended to right now, so we're just gonna take a quick pause here, and we'll be back in a moment. 9:33 remaining here in the third. We're back underway here. 4-3 game after that goal from Nick Sloan, his second of the night. Cal Robinson picking up the apple there, and out of the zone comes Murray. Murray for Sitar. He shoots, blocker save. Dished ahead, touch pass middle, a nice move from Ouellette. Ouellette driving in wide. Skatarczyk forces him into the corner. Pass to the slot, Sitar gets a piece. It'll be kept in, back low, one-timer, easily held in the glove hand by Liam Hadcock. Dillian Seals on the bench trying to rally his squad right now, as it's won back by Sacred Heart, but Murray right on it, gets it out. Dumped right in on Hadcock and holds it for the whistle. Joey Letizia has 2 goals tonight. Zach Donahue with 1 for Sacred Heart. Ronan Robinson and Nick Sloan each with a double here in this one. 4-3 lead for Columbia over Sacred Heart. We're right at Hadcock for the draw. Lerner and Ouellette, and it's one to the boards by Ouellette. Trying to roll and shoot, nothing there for Bajzath as he got it taken away from Bott. Bajzath back in wide. Robinson forces him Sitar breaks up that pass. It's still loose in the slot. And now chipped ahead, and Lerner takes it away. Lerner driving in on a breakaway. Chris Lerner, save, rebound, they score! Toss those hats. It's the third of the night for Ronan Robinson. 5-3 Lions. Great speed from Chris Lerner to generate the breakaway. Armigan makes the first stop, but Ronan follows the play and easily slots that one in to seal the hat trick. And now a 2-goal lead for Columbia with 8:15 to go in the third period. Big hit thrown there by Solomon, dump back in. Columbia just got their first lead of the night 2 minutes ago, and now they're up by 2. Behind the net, pass off the back of the cage. Looking middle, backhand try, save, rebound, pushed away by Bott. He'll swing it ahead for Sloan. Takes a hop off the wall, Solomon will collect it. Drops it outside to Sloan, toe drag, it's swept off his stick by Goffredo. Sloan gets the stick in the lane to take that pass away. He'll dump it in, Solomon's there. Hacked out of the zone by Rockford. Ronan Robinson brings it all the way back behind the net and now cuts and burns up the ice. Robinson winds for the slap shot, save. Armigan took that one up high, didn't give up much of a rebound, and holds for the whistle. 3 goals tonight for Ronan Robinson. 1 in the second, 2 here in the third. 4 straight goals in this period for Columbia. We got an early one from Sacred Heart to make it 3-1, and the Lions quickly pounce back as that shot off a stick doesn't make it to the net. Cal Robinson slides it over to Skatarczyk. High flip to clear the zone. May Lyle, the first forechecker, comes back to neutral ice. Calidor going to dump it in. Moved up the boards and a stretch pass. It's touched into the zone for Sacred Heart. Dangle move stopped up by Skatarczyk. Seals on the keep in. Looking to the net, it's blocked. Now out to the high slot. May Lyle breaks it up with the poke check. Skatarczyk. Head sizzle. One-hand chip pass Seals, and Skatarczyk's driving in. Trying to cut back, avoids a stick lift, still with possession, trying to move it for Gastelum. But Armigan got the paddle down. Gastelum will keep the puck in the zone. High flip over the head of Bott. Ilya Sitar stops up behind the net, sets up and moves it to Skatarczyk. High flip, it'll be gloved out of the air by Pormalecki. Moves it over to Donahue. Donahue, little chip and chase here. Collision, Pioneers with it, high slot pass, one-time try, it's blocked by Dylan Bott. Official lost sight of it. .535 left in this hockey game. 5-3 lead for Columbia. 4 straight goals here in the third period. Chance there, misses the net. Sacred Heart trying to get one back here. Trying to spin off the boards unsuccessfully was Donahue as Murray off the glass. Not out though. Good keep from Badzath. He'll roll in. Badzath turns and shoots just over the net. Nick Chang takes it away, slides it to Lerner. Lerner driving in as Chang going to the net. Lerner out front for Chang, broken up, never got to him. Tatar takes it, moves it back to the slot. It'll be cleared all the way down. Icing coming. Or pardon me, it's going to be waved off actually. So 4:45 to go. Ronan Robinson will just post up and try to just kill some more time here. Looking long, gets it to Cal. Cal swarmed by 2 defenders. Back comes Badzath. Badzath driving in with a shot. Glove save for Liam Hadcock. Gets a rousing applause from his teammates on the bench. 4:29 to go in the 3rd period. Pioneers get out of the corner. Shea on the backhand, rings the crossbar. Played around to the weak side. It'll be kept in the zone by Sacred Heart. Skatarczyk there, trying to protect the puck. A lot of pressure applied by Goffredo. Skatarczyk kicking at it. Knocked to the ice. Battle continuing here. Now it's hacked ahead for Solomon. Solomon stops up, slides it middle to Sloan. And now we got some more pushing and shoving, and Hadcock is going to jump into play. Armigan started to come out as it was Skatarczyk and I believe Goffredo who were kind of locked up, pushing and shoving there. And Hadcock saw that and said, I'm going to join in and help my teammate, and just barrels Goffredo over. So we'll see what comes out of this here. Goffredo being escorted away. Skatarczyk back on his feet now. Hadcock retrieves his paddle. Goffredo brought right to the penalty box. We got 3:46 to go here, and some penalties to figure out. Skatarczyk and Hadcock bump Nux, saying thanks for having my back there, man. Again, we'll see exactly what comes out of this as the officials are still talking about it. Goffredo's already in the box here. I'm sure we'll probably see Skatarczyk get pulled over. Maybe even somebody have to serve for Hadcock. We'll see. The official now coming over to have the conversation with the captains of both sides. And I'm sure that both coaching staffs are going to want to hear the message as well. Right now, only seeing 2 minutes go up on the board for Goffredo. So again, it's the Sacred Heart staff getting the memo right now of what's happening here. The way it looks on the scoreboard is it looks as if Columbia's going on the power play. I think Nick Chang just went to the box with a big smile on his face to serve the penalty for Liam Hadcock. And I got to tell you, for those of you at home that don't know Nick Chang, by the time he's done here at Columbia, he's going to be a cult icon for this program. Nobody bleeds Columbia blue more than Nick Chang. So if there's anybody happy to serve a penalty, it's going to be Nick Chang. He's now stepped out of the box. Again, not really sure what. Now he's going back in. So indeed, after all of that, it is a Columbia power play. Works out there for the Lions. So my guess is offsetting calls going towards Skatarczyk. Or pardon me, probably offsetting calls towards Hadcock and Goffredo. As a one-timer from Robinson, because no penalty on Skatarczyk. He's out on the ice right now, obviously, as he's unable to keep that puck in. It's pushed ahead for Bajzath. Short-handed, Sacred Heart looking for goals here. Out front, broken up by Skatarczyk. And now Skatarczyk comes over, and he's going to take a penalty. Hadcock got knocked to the ice by Timothy Ouellette, who was crashing the net, and Skatarczyk came back over and gave him a cross-check. And now he's going to the box, so we're going to go to 4-on-4 here. So Skatarczyk didn't get one on the last one. He gets one this time around. So 4-on-4. One into the slot. That chance blocked, poked away now by Hadcock. O'Sullivan will slide it to Lerner. Evades a stick lift, and he takes a check while being knocked to the ice, flips it straight on goal. Vidola leads the rush, drops it off. Bajzath cutting middle with a chance. He scores! A massive goal right there for Ben Bajzath. Puts the Pioneers within one with a shade over 3 minutes to go in the third. Slows down the Columbia momentum with this one as he cuts around Ronan Robinson and puts the wrister glove side on Hadcock. Might have been screamed by Cal. Nonetheless, it's 5-4. Back to the action we go. It's Ronan Robinson who possesses. Still 4-on-4 hockey here. Ronan wheeling up the ice, lost it in his own skates. Offside gets called there. And Columbia going to be thankful for that one because Dillian Seals was off to the races. It's one back to Ronan. Ronan moves it to O'Sullivan, who will dump it in after gaining the red line. Wrapped around to the weak side. Dylan Bott will get there first. Starts to retreat, moves it middle, comes off the skate of O'Sullivan. 2.5 remaining here in regulation. Bott pinches to keep it deep. O'Sullivan returns it to Dylan Bott. He's got some space now. He's going to roll to the middle of the ice. Dishes to Lerner. Lerner goes back to Bott. One-timer, sticked out of play by Armagon. .48 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey before we get a brief power play for Sacred Heart. They're down by 1 here as a high flip will go into the corner. Dylan Bott gets there, pokes it ahead for Sloan. Sloan sends it out. Back at his own blue line to reset things. Capitano across. Gets it back. Slides it to the outside. Bajzath shoots. Kick save. Gets his own rebound. Squeaks through. He scores! And Bajzath has 2 straight goals. He makes it 5-all. Takes the shot and gets his own rebound. Gets right through the arm of Hadcock. And Bajzath has 2 now in this one to tie it up at 5. Back-to-back tallies for Ben Bajzath and Sacred Heart. It came right as 4-on-4 expired and the power play began. So we go to 5-on-5 with 1:45 to go. It's one back by Lerner. He gets it returned to him. Skate to stick, shoots, hits the outside of the net. Taken away, Murray out front. Murray with a chance off the pass from Lerner. He wraps it around, hits the outside of the cage. Skatarczyk pinching, trying to keep it deep. It's hacked away from him, and Cal Robinson will hustle over to get it. Settles down the rolling puck, moves it over to Lerner. Lerner curls into the offensive zone, will flip it in. Ilya Satar is F1. Cycle down Bertelli, moves it long. Skatarczyk got it with the skate. Drives back in, facing some back pressure here. Drops it to Lerner, one-timer is blocked. Under a minute to go here in the third. Backdoor look for Lerner, didn't make it there. And now a stretch pass. Kurowski one-on-one on Cal Robinson. Cuts to the middle, poked away. It's still loose in the high slot. Both sides trying to battle for it as the shot goes wide. First on it is Hahn. Hahn goes to the point. Seals. Block shot there by Satar. Murray moves it around. Will keep it himself. Has some room to wheel. Off the wall. Lerner couldn't touch it back to him. Swung back to Seals. 17 seconds to go. Seals starts to skate. Stops up behind the net. Starts to go long with it. Got underneath it. Ronan Robinson takes it away. Seals gets it back. Now a chance here late. Dangle move broken up by Cal Robinson. Eats the puck in the corner. And we are going to overtime. Five here at the World Ice Arena. What a third period that was. We'll take you through the recap quickly before OT. Early on in the third, Sacred Heart got the scoring started to make it a 3-1 hockey game. Just a couple minutes later, though, Ronan Robinson hustles back in with a chance and buries to respond quickly. That made it 3-2. Now shorthanded, Nick Sloan forcing a turnover. Swings a pass out front. It got blocked and bounces in his favor as that made it 3-all. Coming back in, it was Cal Robinson who opens up, finds Sloan, and right after he scored to tie it up, he scores again to give his side the lead. Here's Ronan Robinson's hat trick goal, which made it a 5-3 hockey game as he buries on the rebound. And I'm going to have to wait to show you the rest of Sacred Heart's comeback as overtime is set to begin here. 5 minutes on the clock, 5-5 hockey game, and it's 4-on-4. Should be 3-on-3, I believe, but it's 4-on-4 right now. Seals coming in wide. Gets the stick lifted by Ronan Robinson. Out to the slot, broken up by Bott. Bott moves it to Lerner. And now numbers here. Ronan Robinson driving the net. Lerner has him, moves it. Robinson over the netting. Out of play. One back to Ronan Robinson. He rolls and shoots. Breadbasket save there for Tyler Armagon. At the circle, and it'll be one back by Sacred Heart. Looking long with the pass. It's going to hit the back wall. Icing was called, but the foot race was won by Bajzath, so we're going to see this face-off come to center ice. Thrown in deep by Sacred Heart. Robinson trying to get there first. Came together with Bajzath, who takes the puck. Bajzath possesses for Sacred Heart. Rolls into the high slot. On his forehand, drops it off from the outside. Save, Hadcock. Robinson starts the breakout. Moves it to Lerner. Lerner goes across to Sloan. Touches it for Robinson. Robinson trying to dangle through. Just a bit too far in front. It's played out to neutral ice. Sloan has it. A little spin move, puts it past Seals. Off the bench to collect is Donahue, takes a bump from Sloan. He'll cycle it around down for Vidola. Vidola trying to send it long. This is going to be a foot race back to get it. Skatarsik's there, being hounded right now. All over Drew Skatarsik is Letizia. Skatarsik trying to move it middle, is broken up. Donahue driving the net. Murray gets wrapped up with him, and a penalty going to be called. Holding penalty coming on Lucas Murray with 3:10 to go in overtime. Sacred Heart will use their timeout here. 5-5, 3:10 to go in the extra frame. Murray to the box, 2 for holding. A power play on the way. Four on three here in overtime. As Sacred Heart are on the power play. Murray to the box, 2 for holding. Sacred Heart chance, nothing in there as it came off of Donahue. And Columbia clear. Inadvertent block shot in front for Donahue there. Dillian Seals behind the net, plenty of time here in OT. Bajzath drives into the zone. He'll cut to the middle, dishes it over. Bott on a stick lift. Bott trying to poke it out. It's chipped past him by Bajzath to the net. Goes wide, and it's going to skip ahead for Lerner. And Lerner's off to the races. Lerner driving in, has Bott with him. Cuts back just ahead of Dylan Bott. Bott knocked to the ice, and Sacred Heart have a 4-on-2 rush. Bajzath gets around Ronan Robinson, who loses an edge. Bajzath in, save made, Hadcock. Robinson gonna take the puck away out of the corner from Seals. 55 left on the penalty to Murray. It's Ronan Robinson and Lerner over the blue. Shots blocked. Lerner going after it. First to the puck, though, is Donahue. He can slow it down a bit here. Robinson trying to head off for a change. Skatarczyk jumps on. Pass ahead. It swung back to Seals from Goffredo. Seals. 30 left on the penalty. Seals with a shot knocked down by Cal Robinson, who clears. Cal Robinson, most games played in Columbia history. Minute 30 to go in OT. Stretch pass, missed Sloan as he was trying to pick it. Skatarczyk's clearing attempt doesn't get out. Vodola to the net. Sloan on the back check takes it away. And here comes Skatarczyk. Drew Skatarczyk trying to settle. He shoots, save, gets his own rebound. Cal Robinson goes wide. Back to 4-on-4 as Columbia kill off the penalty. Sloan leaves it for Skatarczyk. Final minute in OT. He moves it back to Sloan, who puts it in deep. Puck is dished to Shea. Shea driving in. A sweeping poke from Murray. He avoids it. Out to the slot. Chance. Shot is blocked and then saved by Hadcock. What an opportunity there for Sacred Heart. 41 seconds left in overtime. OT begins, shot right off the draw, misses. Stays in the zone for Sacred Heart. That one deflects wide. Lerner trying to clear the zone. He takes possession, 30 seconds to go. Lerner skating with it. Carries over the blue, driving wide. He avoids a check, hooks a pass up top. Ronan Robinson, save, still loose, poked out of the zone. What a play defensively from Kurowski. Driving in with a chance, Podstupka forced to the corner. Robinson loses it, chance, they score! Hat trick Bajzath to win it for Sacred Heart. .65 the final, and it's a natty hattie for Ben Bajzath to secure the win for Sacred Heart tonight. We'll take another look. As Robinson dropped it behind his back and couldn't pick it back up. Bajzath takes it away and puts it short side, top shelf. 6-5 final score. Sacred Heart, ACDC B get revenge over Columbia, picking up the win after they took down the ACDC A squad last night. 6-5 overtime. Columbia scored 4 straight in the third period to go up 5-3. Bajzath had 2 late goals to tie it up at 5. We go to OT. 4-on-4. Should have been 3-on-3. Goes to a power play chance for Sacred Heart. They can't capitalize. We return to even strength. Both sides with opportunities. And it's with 3 seconds left in OT. Benjamin Bajzath pots home the winner and secures the victory, secures a hat trick for himself as well in the process. A crucial win for Sacred Heart here in this one. That's going to drop Columbia back down to 500, 8-8 on the season. For you Lions fans, our next and final regular season home game here on LISN will be next Friday, February 6th, 10 p.m. It's going to be our second semester senior night, that game against Stony Brook, as we celebrate the seniors for the Lions that will be graduating in just a few short months. So again, last game of the regular season on LISN for Columbia next Friday, 10 p.m. February 6th is the date against Stony Brook. It'll be our second semester senior night for the Columbia Lions. After that, again, we will have more coverage at the Empire playoffs of Columbia hockey. So I want to thank you all so much for joining us here tonight on LISN. Appreciate your support up and down the chat. Appreciate the support that you all at home provide and show these athletes on a weekly basis. I know that they appreciate it a ton. Sacred Heart, 6-5 OT win over Columbia here tonight. We're back here at World Ice Arena for senior night against Stony Brook next week for the Lions. On behalf of Gabe Takuri, my name is Travis Quigley. Have a great rest of the night. Have a great rest of the weekend. Stay warm, everybody, and we'll see you here at World next Friday night, only on the LI Sports Network.